You hungry? Give me food in a second. But then, oh my gosh, Ray, you need to chillax on the running for a bit, bro. What the fuck is that? That's a whole thumb. Oh gosh, let's start the video.
Alright. What are we calling this? So is this a night talk?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yo. Excuse my language. Do y'all remember how many years ago was that, baby?
Like 2.
2 years ago, we used to do night talks, right? And then we ended off our final episode, and we were like, we're gonna start back up night talk for another season.
Yeah.
This is it. So,
well, we're gonna try this one out and then see how it goes from there.
Yeah. So this may or may not be the first episode.
The comeback, yeah. Well, it's a comeback,
season.
but may not be. Yeah, but hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since our last video. Definitely a long ass time since our last night talk. But this is the first official one since we've been back. We don't know if it's gonna be a common occurrence, but
You think we're gonna keep doing the Thursday thing or just drop it?
No, just whenever. It's probably not gonna be scheduled, but something happened today, and I told Ray I think you should make a night talk out of what went on, and hopefully, I don't know, it'll bring light and it helps somebody else, or it gives you just insight on how things are. But Ray just started off, I guess.
You want me to
I hope you just don't get mad talking about it again. We'll see. Go ahead though.
What am I talking about though, baby?
What happened today? Oh, and hi, Mr. Ray. Thank you for encouraging us to keep doing the night talks and bring it back up, and hopefully this will become a reoccurrence. But thank you for the support on that, and we really appreciate it. Let's start off, baby.
And I had so tired and I said,
stop. Go.
Alright, yeah. So, you know, I'm in the military, I'm in the army, and I feel like the normal theme of videos reflecting talking about the army is usually positive, right?
For you, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at least, yeah, for me, I agree.
Definitely.
I'm not trying to like me talking about this right now. I'm not gonna try to discourage anyone or try to talk anyone out of any decisions that they're planning on making. I'm gonna start off by saying that.
Yeah. But something that does need to get talked about, because it doesn't seem like enough people do talk about it.
Yeah. So, you know, at work, I'm in a new company now. So the military goes based off
Can you say the company?
No, I don't know how to talk about this.
Just tell them what happened. Be vague. You didn't give me any names, so just talk about what happened.
All right.
And just be honest with what happened, what transpired, because it is a fucked up situation.
Alright, so, you know, originally the channel was supposed to be about me and my wife. My wife and I talking about our experiences through life. So that's what this video is going to be, that, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, so I had an experience today at work. Long story short, I was at work, working, and I don't want to talk about this. And so at where we work, the helicopters, we have ropes hanging from the helicopters, from the blades. So
You're not going to talk about it too?
Do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, I want you to talk about everything that happened in the order that happened, because that led up to that. You don't want to do it? Damn, I'll do it. If you don't want to say it, I'll say it. Because it's really not okay. And I get so mad and sad for Ray because he's not in a regular type of job where he could just up and quit, or he has a contract with these people. He legally like signed over his body and his rights and everything to these people, and you can't do anything about it. It's not like you could hit somebody and there's no consequences, or you could just quit and you don't have to deal with certain people anymore. These are people that you will constantly see, and he's in a situation where he's between a rock and a hard place, and it's not a fair situation that he's in, and it's a disgusting situation that happened today. And I really want him to talk about it, because we started Night Talk to talk about our lives, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And this is not the first and this is not the second time something like this has happened, and it needs to be discussed. He follows people follow this page that he works with. So is that why you're nervous?
No, I'm not. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm scared of them. You're right. I'm gonna talk. Alright, so how did my day start today? My day started pretty nice, So there's a conversation going on my job about gypsies. I've never met a gypsy before in my life. I've never met a gypsy before in my life. I don't know anyone who's a gypsy. So they were talking about gypsies, and they're talking about their hatred towards gypsies. And I didn't understand it, because I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Why not just a single person you hate, but you hate the people as a collective, everybody that falls under the name of a gypsy you hate. And they were saying how, you can kill a gypsy and then it's fine, it's just going to be a kill confirmed, right? So you kill a gypsy and it's fine, you'll even get a pat on the back, like everything is good, you kill a gypsy. And I asked, I'm like, what is this hatred towards gypsies? Why? Like, why would you just kill a person? And the answer I got, I was like, these people are trash. These people are low. And then I was given something to compare them to, and I was told, these people are like slaves. They're less than human. So they're trash. Nobody really cares. And at that point, I was kind of like checked out of the conversation. I was done, right? Then my day followed on to, we're on the hangar floor and we're working. And as I said before, our helicopters, on the blades, each blade has a rope that we call a blade rope. So in case we need to turn the blade and change the position of where the blade is, if it's going to hit something, you know what I'm saying? Like you move it.
And I think they could figure out where this is going.
So one of the soldiers decided, it's cool. Like one of them decided that they're going to tie a knot. And he tied a noose, right? And I was walking past, and then they're messing with their noose. I don't know if anybody knows what a noose is. I can probably put an image in. But they tied this noose, and I'm walking by, and then this other one said to me, Kelly, come over here. And then they started laughing, right? And, Raymond Kelly, I'm not a professional person. I'm not a professional person, but I try to be professional, because my job is a very professional job, and I treat it as such. So I'm not a professional person, but they said what they said, and I tried to keep it together, which I believe I did. And that lasted about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And at that point, the sole guy who had said it to me, talking about Kelly, come over here, and then they all started laughing, he had walked away by then, right? But then, so that 5 minutes passed, and it's like the the bottle is full in the top floor. Yeah. The top didn't fly off. The bottle broke, and I was mad. And I was telling them, because these people are what we call NCOs. So they're NCOs. They're leader of soldiers. They're part of the time-honored corps, also known as the backbone of the army. That's who NCOs are. They're professionals.
And they're all higher than Ray.
They're high rank. So I'm there, and I'm like, for some reason, I feel like the stripes, because when you become an NCO, you get stripes. And I'm like, for some reason, I believe that these stripes that you guys have is starting to get to your heads. And you're starting to get a very big head. That's what I told them. And I'm like, at any point, and excuse my language, because I don't think I'm going to censor anything. Like, at any point, I will fuck up any one of you guys. ever you guys feel like you're higher than me or better than me and feel like you can just disrespect me, I will fuck up any single one of you. And that's what I told them. And I just went on. I don't feel like going on about the whole thing, but I went on for a while with them talking. And then I realized I should also be talking to the main guy who had called me over, not just the people who stood there and was laughing at what he said. So I went and I talked to this guy, and I told him the same thing. And I'm like, I don't want him to feel like he's higher than me or have the stripes get to his head, because at any time I will fuck him up. And then I explained to him that my wife and I were both in Texas, and we're in Texas by ourselves. So the closest family member, how close do you think the closest family member is?
Like a 6-hour plane ride.
A 6-hour plane ride, right? I explained to him, at any time do I feel threatened, not only myself, but my wife, I'm going to have to take action. I'm not going to sit back and let these people, because words turn into action over time. I know people are going to be like, oh, it's just a joke, you know, get over it. You're being stupid. It's dark humor, because that's what they call it. Mm-hmm. And I said to him, you know, I didn't come here to run jokes with anyone. I told him my name. I'm like, my name is Raymond Kelly. I didn't come here to run jokes with anyone. So I'm not going to run jokes, and I don't expect you to run jokes with me. So if you, because he was telling me that it was a joke and that he's sorry. And I explained it to him, like, that's not how it's going to fly. And I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, really. It's just stupid.
But it's
it really is.
It's important, though.
It came down to, at the end of it, came down to, I heard the conversation that happened after it was, this guy went to another soldier who also happens to be my skin color. And he was saying that, well, that guy never got offended to anything that I said. So he doesn't see what the big deal is. And my point, I feel like my point is going to be, when stuff happens, people always sit back and just want to be like a bystander, or even if it's pointed towards them, no one says anything because they don't want to start problems or don't want to be the center of any attention or anything like that, right? Sometimes I feel like we have to, not only in the military, all over your life, stand up for what you think is right, because the stuff that you let slide, that person's just going to keep doing it, not only to you, but they might do it to somebody else. And stuff like that cannot go hiding by. And the thing that pissed me off the most, right? I was offended with what he said to me because I believe that to be very disrespectful.
Very, yeah.
Right? The thing that pissed me off was there was no one there to defend me.
I know.
I want you to think there was no one there to what did people do? People laughed. How do you think that makes me feel? Sugar and I are in Texas by ourselves. Sugar said the nearest family member is a 6-hour plane ride. So instead of the people that you work with making you feel safe and secure, they're running these types of jokes about your life. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. And no one, I'm sounding like a fucking pastor, I'm over here talking. No one over there stood, I don't want people, I can defend myself, that's exactly what I did today. I'm not begging anyone to defend me, but the thought and the fact that no one there was like, you know, you guys can't say something like, I know I'm not black, but you can't say something like that to Kelly, right? There's no one there to be like, you know, you can't do it. Or defend Kelly.
I know. Not
that Kelly needs someone to defend him, but there was no one there.
And I feel like that brings the point to the people that were laughing. They're just as bad. They're just as bad, if not worse. And I don't know if all of those people are racist. Some people might just be laughing because they don't want to be the odd guy out. But you guys gotta understand that when y'all let things like that happen, it's only gonna lead to more possibilities of that happening, like you said. And you never know what type of situation you'll be in yourself. If you don't believe in something like racism or making death jokes about someone and specifically aimed at them because of their race, and you don't say anything, you are just as bad as the person that said it. And you don't get anywhere in life by being a shitty person. You need to be able to know yourself well enough and be so strong in your own convictions that if someone was to say something to you or say something about someone else, you could be like, I'm not that type of person. I don't associate with these type of people. I don't run these type of jokes. If you want to run it with someone else. I'm not the guy or the girl to do that with. And you just have to understand, there are some people that will always just be horrible, evil people. But you're not any better when all you can do is laugh and you don't say anything. If you see someone in the street getting beat up, robbed, assaulted, and you don't do anything, you just watch, you video record, you don't call 911, you don't try to stop, you don't scream, you don't say anything, you're just as bad and held accountable in the same exact aspect and light as the person that's doing whatever is being done. And this is not the first time, this is not the second time that Ray has been in a predicament similar. I don't think you ever been in one as bad as this, but he's been in similar ones. And Ray is a young black man in Texas, in the South, with just me. We don't have a lot of friends here. We don't have any family here. We don't know many people here. And it makes you think, if something was to happen to him, what would we do? What would I do? What would his mom do? What would his dad be able to do? What would my family be able to do? And people don't stop to think that their actions have consequences. Because Ray could easily go report these people, easily go put it in their file, easily mess them up for whatever ambitions they have in life that may be impacted by what he has to say about these people. They don't stop to think. They just think it's a joke. They just think that they're higher up than you or they're wider than you. And they have this power over you where they could just do what they want and nothing's gonna happen. And Ray didn't want to make this video. I'm the one that suggested it because you have to know what you're signing up for when you join and do certain things. This is not a regular job. This is not an easy job. Ray signed over his life to the Army for 6 years. There's only been 2. He has 4 more to go. If you don't say anything, imagine how many incidents he could have in these 4 more years he's a part of the Army. And Ray wants to do a full 20. He wants to retire. And there's not a lot of black people in the Army. There's not a lot of black people on Fort Bliss. There's not a lot of black people in his squad. So what should he do as a young black man in the position that he's in right now? I don't know. This was our night talk. You want to say anything else?
No.
And
again, I'm not discouraging anyone from not joining the military, because the military is good.
There's many good things about it, but you also have to be aware of the bad things. And racism is something that you will always experience, no matter where you are as a black person. And I don't want no one in the comments talking about boo-hoo you, because boo-hoo you, but but it's a real life. And I want you guys to really think and understand what's going to go on. The Army has helped us tremendously with our savings, with schooling that we hope to accomplish soon, with housing, with cars, with payments, with money. But you also have to look at the cons of it. And I'm really, 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 really proud of my husband for standing up for himself today. He didn't get violent. He said what he needed to say. He got his point across. And I hope they don't do it again, because I wanted him to knock those guys down. I wanted him to beat the bricks off of that guy. And I'm glad he had the self-control to say what he needed to say to get his point across without it turning violent. And not a lot of people can do that. But That's our night talk.
It was night talk. Hopefully we can make another after this.
We'll see. Hopefully it won't be such a...
Hopefully it can be a happy topic next time.
Hopefully, but you never know with the way that the world is working right now.
That's true. That's true. Oh, and I got my booster shot today. So I was 6 months after, more than 6 months after my second dose of the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah.
And today I went and I got a booster shot.
Yeah. So go get vaccinated.
I'm not promoting vaccination. If you want to get it, you get it.
I'm promoting vaccination.
Mind you, Sugar has never.
But I promote it. But that's our night talk, guys. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment what you think below. We will be deleting rude comments.
I will not be deleting.
I will be deleting them. So hopefully you don't see. I don't see them first.
I'm gonna be addressing it. We're gonna be arguing in the comments section.
Drop a like and don't forget to follow. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. To our first night talk back. Deep convo?
Too deep.
Too deep?